All right, all right, all right. Let's see if we're actually live here. Make sure the audio's coming through, and if I can confirm that. And I have, and we're good. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. I hope you all are doing fantastic. I'm so happy to be here. Once again, it's Saturday night, as our usual time, Saturday night, and we are live streaming. And thank you all for joining in this wonderful, melodious evening where I'm very happy to be here with you. Hope everybody is doing well. I'll fill you all in on the craziness of my day and how my retirement is going. But let's first say hello to a few people and see who all's here. Manuel, of course, is in the house. Hello, Manuel. How are you? He says, good evening, my friend Drew. Happy Saturday. Showtime. You got it. Tim's here. How's it going, Tim? Says hello from Henderson, Kentucky. Sarah's in the house, one of my favorite people. Sarah says hello and happy retirement. Thank you. Thank you so much. Darlene's in the house. Says hello to Manuel and Tim. Manuel says hey to Tim. Manuel says hello to Sarah. Tim says, getting closer to 10,000 subscribers. I am on the verge. I am on the verge. You know what's so funny is I have videos set for while I'm out of town next week. So if I do reach 10,000, I'm probably going to miss the whole thing. I'm not going to be here to see it. But that means next Saturday when we live stream, maybe we'll have something to celebrate. Yay. By the way, Manuel, just so you know, the monster is in the house. She is in my room somewhere. I'm sure she's going to jump up and mess with me eventually, but she is in my office right now. And actually, she's on a box. There she is. There she is. We'll see what kind of mischief she can get up to, but she's here in my office. Manuel says hello to Darlene. Sarah says hi to Manuel. Sarah says, I had a real bad day, so many things went wrong. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Well, I hope it gets better. I absolutely hope it gets better. Manuel says, where is Drew? He's late on a Saturday. Yes, and the reason I'm late, and I'm blaming it all on my brother-in-law. And if he's out there listening right now, he knows it's his fault. I'll tell you guys more about that in a second. Darlene says hi to Sarah. Sarah says hi to Darlene. Tim says, happy retirement. This weekend, I'm celebrating 7 years of retirement. Very good. Well, I'm at 1 day, 1 day of retirement. And it did not go according to plan this morning, but that's okay. BB's here and says, hey, everyone. Welcome, BB. Kimberly's here, says hello, all. Welcome to the show, Kimberly. Manuel says, celebrating retirement with Drew. Absolutely. Stacy says hi to Drew. Welcome, Stacy. Welcome to the show. Justin and Chiba's Beaks and Bass cover says hi, guys. Welcome, welcome. Darlene says, so sorry to Sarah. Manuel says hello, B. Good morning on Sunday. Something just fell. Hey, you. Hey. Come on. Don't mess with that stuff. She's already getting into trouble. Stacy says hi to Sarah. Andy's in the house, says hey to everybody. Stacy says hi to to Manuel. BB says, and very silly, of course. Stacy says hello to BB. Ruth is here, says hello, Drew. Welcome, Ruth. Welcome to the show. BB says hey to Manuel. And Terrence is here. Hey, Terrence says, sup, my man? Welcome. Berth says, howdy, everyone in the chat. Manuel says, hey to Stacy. BB says, where are you located, Manuel? He's in Louisiana. Manuel says, wow, my monster, awesome. Yeah, she's in here getting ready to start trouble. I just know it. Manuel says, I'm located in Louisiana. See, I already knew that. I'm all on top of it, man. Stacy says, it's sad you're retiring, but I wish you the happiest after retirement. You know what's so funny is I had conversations with people today. I have so much work to do. I have so many things I need to do, I want to do, I've got to do, that my retirement is going to be extremely busy. Oh, hold on just 1 second. The monster is waiting at the door. I think she wants out. All right, Miss Betsy, go ahead. You go. Go on. Go on. Hurry up. Come on, guys. I'm in the middle of a show. Go. All right. Sorry about that, guys. You know how the four-legged people could care less whether or not we're live streaming or not. BB says, I'm sorry to Sarah. Smidgen's here. Hey, Smidgen, how's it going? Says hello to everyone. Stacy says hi to Tim. Manuel says hey to Smidgen. Stacy says hi to Smidgen. Sarah says hi to Stacy. Avery's here. Let me pull him in real quick. Good evening, sir. How's it going?
It's all right.
Wait, talk some more.
What?
Okay, your microphone. It's better, but it definitely sounds different.
Okay.
Welcome to the show, my friend. How are you?
Well, it's a new headset that I got the other day.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Well, it definitely sounds weirder being just you and me. So, but it's good. It's good. Welcome. Okay. All right, let me catch up on the chat real quick, and then I'll fill you guys in on the goings-ons. Smidgen says, hey to Manuel and Stacy. BB says, I had plans to see my son yesterday so we could play some board and card games, but I'm sick with a cold. Oh, BB, I'm so sorry. Get some rest. What is that? What is it when you have a cold? What hot liquids? Usually very helpful. Drink hot liquids and get rest. That's the best advice. Tim says, my retirement days don't always go as planned. Yeah, well, mine did not this morning. Manuel says, hey to Andy. BB says, hey to Stacy. Stacy says hi to Terrence. Darlene says, I have a cat helper too. Laugh out loud. She's not very helpful. She's more of a pain in the butt, but I allow her to come in my office from time to time. Sarah says, thanks. Jim says, good evening all. Welcome, Jim. Stacy says hi to Jim. Manuel says, Drew, your team, Jaguars, getting an LSU player going to Florida. Yes, I saw that. First pick in the draft, a wide receiver, which is always good. Birth says, tornado watch here in Kansas City. We have torrential rain now. Oh, goodness. Well, stay safe. Please do. Gene's in the house. Hey, Gene says, hey, guys. Welcome to the show. Jim says, good evening to Stacy. Stacy says hi to Avery. Manuel says his name is Manson Smith. Okay. BB says, oh, Manuel, thought maybe another country as you were wishing me a happy Sunday. It's okay. I think he was actually doing that for Stacy because Stacy's on the other side of the world. It's Sunday morning for her. Jim says, hey to Manuel, how are you? Manuel says, hey to Avery, welcome back on a Saturday live stream. Sarah says, one of the things that went wrong was my brand new car of 3 weeks was hot and ran by a young kid only minor paint damage. Oh no. Wait a minute, let me read that again. My brand new car of 3 weeks was hot and run by a young kid, only minor paint damage. I think there's a word missing in there. I hope hope somebody didn't get run over. Oh, goodness. Jim says, good evening to BB and Sarah. Sarah says hi to Avery. Manuel says, I'm doing good on a Saturday evening. Tim says, I do not know how I held down working over 40 hours per week. I hate to say it, but in retirement, I will be working probably more than 40 hours a week, but that's okay. Stacy says it's Sunday morning here in Australia. That's right. BB says, congratulations to Drew on your retirement. Thank you so much. Smidgen says, hot toddies for a cold. Okay, cool. Goodness gracious. Sarah says, my credit card was lost and my debit card got compromised. Oh, geez, Sarah. It's one of those days, one of those weekends where you just need to go back to bed and start all over again the next day, you know? Sorry, the dog required my attention. He needed to be let in. Jim says hello to Sarah. Smidgen says, oh no to Sarah. Stacy says, I have a non-helping cat also. I find the cats in this house are very non-helpful. They're helpful when it comes to knocking crap over. Manuel says, hey to Jean. BB says, oh no, Sarah, I'm so sorry. And hey to Jim. BB says, I think she meant hit, not hot. Oh, I gotcha. That's kind of what I was hoping not had happened, but oh boy. Tim says, my credit card got hacked yesterday, getting a new number next week. My mother-in-law had the same thing happen earlier this week. Had to get a new card. It's going around. Jim says, got a call Wednesday from the Police Benevolent Association. They used a different number. I asked them why they're using a different number. He said, let me send you an envelope, and then hung up. Nice. Sarah says, supposed to be a hit and run. Okay, gotcha. And BB says, that's cats for you. Laugh out loud. Yes. All right, now that I've caught up, I kind of had hoped, being the first day of my retirement, that I would sleep in. It did not happen. My phone went off at 7:15 this morning, which is about the time I normally get up, around 7:15, 7:30. And I'm thinking to myself, why is my phone going off? Did I set an alarm? There's no way I set an alarm. Well, it turns out it was my brother-in-law who was calling me. And I answered the phone. I'm like, hey, what's up? And he's like, hey, one of Tracy's coworkers is getting a divorce and has a box of comics, wants to know if you're interested. You want to come by and take a look? And I'm like, well, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And I'm like, it's 7:15 in the morning. He says, yeah, we're setting up for a yard sale. We got a yard sale going on our street. I'm like, goodness gracious. So he wanted me to tell everybody that he ruined my retirement sleep in by waking me up at 7:15 this morning. And I was still 10 minutes late for the store. Even with all my running around, I still was late. So go figure. And the reason why I was late starting the stream is because I had called him and left him a message saying, hey, I got an offer for the guy, because I went and picked up the box and took a look at it, and I was willing to give him make an offer on it. And he called me back at exactly 8 o'clock. I mean, literally as I'm getting ready to hit start stream. And he said the first words out of his mouth are you streaming yet? You know how it goes, guys. Family. You got to love them. All right. Smidgen says, I don't get those pack calls much anymore. Really? From what I understand, there's like 500 packs out there. And if one of them gets your number, they're going to pass it around and they're all going to call you. My mother-in-law hates it, absolutely hates it. She gets calls on her cell phone all the time. And every single time they call, she tells them, I've asked you numerous times to stop calling me. And they don't care. They do not care. But that's all right. Sarah says, my car was hit at my workplace. Oh, goodness. Okay. I am so sorry. But you said just minor damage, so that's a good thing. At least nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt bad, so good. Star Chaser's here. Hey, Star Chaser, how's it going? Says hello to all. Manuel says hey to Star Chaser. Jim says hey to Star Chaser and Smidgen. Stacy says hey to Star Chaser. Manuel says, man from Ohio has pled not guilty. He paid $200,000 for what? Probably some type of scam, I bet. And Michelle's here. Hey, Michelle, how's it going? Says good evening. Welcome to the show. Well, needless to say, my retirement was very low key. I went into the office on Friday. I did a little bit of work. I did about an hour's worth of work. Like I said, my coworker was going to be on vacation. She was out of town. So I told her I would do her, quality checking, something she does first thing in the morning. We have a bunch of different reports that we have to make sure are up and running, and everything was running smoothly. And then I turned in my computers and I got out of there and I left. And other than the one IT guy that was in my area, that was it. Nobody else was there. So it was very no fanfare, no frills, no nothing. And just did my thing and left. And honestly, guys, I was so happy that there was no fanfare, no thrills. It was good. It was nice and low key. I didn't have to, I didn't have to talk to anybody. Didn't have to say. Even my boss who is in New York, said, hey, I'll call you later and give you a proper, goodbye call. And I'm like, okay, excellent. And nope, I haven't heard from him. He was busy, and I understand because they're all going to be very busy, and it's okay. I'm all right. Technically, though, because the pay week ends on Tuesday, the 30th of the month. I went ahead and used a couple of days of vacation time. So technically, I'm still employed by the company through Tuesday. But I'm not playing that up big because technically I'm on the clock and they could call me at any time and say, "Hey, we need your advice or your help with something." But I returned to my computers. I have no way of using my hot little fingers to fix any problems. I don't have any means or ways of doing that. So they can call, but that's they're going to get is some supportive advice. I will coach them through it and give them, a proper. I could give them a speech. I'm good at that. I'm good at that. Matter of fact, one of my daughter's bridesmaids came by and visited me at the store today, and she did tell me that she did record my toast, and that she'll share the video shortly. She just had some other things she had to do first, and I said, "Cool," because not that I want to see it so I know I didn't screw up. I think I did a good job, but just because I want to share it with you guys. How good I did. This is I've now done 3 funerals and a wedding, given speeches or eulogies and toasts.
It's for the same thing.
It's what? For the same thing. Yes, absolutely, it is. It is. But my daughter and her husband. That's so weird saying that. My daughter, and because I've been saying future husband or fiance, my daughter and her husband are on their cruise right now, and hopefully they are having a wonderful time. And my wife and I leave on Monday. We come back on Saturday, going to celebrate my retirement as well as my wife's birthday. My wife's birthday is next week, so we're going to do a little bit of just the two of us celebrating, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I will be back on Saturday, as long as nothing, oh, good God, knock on wood, nothing happens to the boat. I will be back Saturday, so I will fill you all in on Saturday of my adventures. Hopefully, it'll be, honestly, I think the most interesting thing that's going to happen on this cruise is I'm taking my sketchbook with me. And I got a lot of planning, a lot of notes to take, and if I have time, and a lot of scribbling down of ideas, and yeah, looking forward to it. But I'm looking forward to not doing anything. I'm looking forward to turning my phone off and not taking. I'm going to go a week without taking any scam calls, so I'm worried they might give up on me. Hopefully they won't. Hopefully they won't give up on me. I actually this morning when I showed up at the store, because I advertised on the door that I was having a retirement sale this weekend. And I had several of my regulars waiting at the store for me when I got there this morning. So love it. Gave everybody a really good deal. Everybody walked away happy. And it was a very busy day, which meant every single time a scammer called, I didn't have time to take a call. I was too busy dealing with customers. So I didn't get a single scam call today because I was busy, and that's a good thing. But all right, let me catch back up on the chat, see who else is here. I got Michelle already. Michelle was the last one. Manuel says, "I'm very sorry, Sarah, about your car." Manuel says, "Get out of jail, man. He'll be 81 years old." Oh boy. Michelle says, "Cute cat." Well, thank you. She is a cutie. She's a demon monster, but she's a cutie. Manuel says hello to Michael. I think he meant Michelle, unless there's another person here named Michael. Smidgen says, "Hey," back to Jim. Jim says, "Manuel, you mean the 81-year-old man that shot the Uber driver over the scam?" Yes, I remember reading about that. That's not a good thing. BB says, "No goodbye party or presents." Nope. Actually, here's the funny thing, BB. The VP of the business here in Florida reached out to me when I put in my resignation 7.5 months ago, he says, "Hey, we got to do like a dinner, like a goodbye dinner." And I've been to one or two of those before, and it's nice. We all go out to dinner. There's a bunch of managers and supervisors. We get together, and you can bring your wives and so forth and not. And he said, "Let's do that." I said, "Okay, perfect. We'll put it on the schedule." And then I forgot about it and didn't think about it. And he reached out to me a few weeks ago and says, "Hey, what do you think of the 25th, which was this past Thursday?" And I said, yeah, that works. Great. Let's do it. He said, "All right, we'll put something on the calendar." I said, "Okay." Well, I never saw anything on the calendar. And Thursday morning, I reached out to his secretary and says, "Hey, he was going to, make I just wanted to make sure everything was good. We're still up for tonight." And she goes, "He's in New York. He's not going to be back." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I guess he forgot." Needless to say, we're going to meet not this coming Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. We're going to go out and we're going to have a little dinner, and that'll be very nice. He picked some place in Ponte Vedra, which is a more nicer, affluent area, and it's at a restaurant that I've never heard of, so it's probably really, really nice. And Avery, you'll get a kick out of this. He did tell me Whataburger was not on the menu. He said no Whataburger. I said okay. So we are going to do something, and that'll be great. I'll be happy with that. Actually, you want to hear something funny? My coworker reached out to my daughter on Facebook and said, "Hey, I'm your dad's coworker, and I wanted to send him something, and I need to know what his address is, his physical address is, if you could help me out." And she sent me the message, says, "Dad, do you know this woman?" I said, "Yeah, that's the crazy lady I work with, of course." And she goes, "Okay, good." She says, "You mess with scammers so much that I had no idea if this could be a scammer or not trying to get your personal information." And I said, "Thank you. Thank you for checking.
That's pretty good.
Thank you for not, But I said, "No, she's okay. She's cool." But she's like, "Dad, all the crap you do with scammers, I got to make sure." And I said, "I understand completely, 100%. Yeah. How sad is that? But it's a good thing. Action Boys here says, "You still have Part A and B active on Medicare. Is that correct?" With an Indian accent. Actually, I don't have Medicare. I'm not old enough for that stuff. But yes,
but that's what they say.
But all my other personalities do. I have what's so funny? All my split personalities that answer the phone all are old enough to have Medicare, where me personally, I'm not. So weird. Can you have a split personality who's older than you? Well, you can have a split personality that's younger. I've seen movies where they had a childlike personality.
Yeah. There's people that say that's not even real.
Well, it's possible. I think maybe. I don't know. Have you ever known anybody with like a legitimate person with a split personality?
With an associative identity disorder?
Yeah. I've known people who probably could if they were diagnosed that way.
I've known people that have different personality disorders, like BPD or histrionic, or they had one of those ones that's very close to being a sociopath.
Right.
I've encountered a lot of those people,
but not somebody with a split personality type thing.
No, not with dissociative identity disorder.
I wonder how rare that is. I mean, I'm sure it is rare, but maybe I should talk to some of my scammers about that and see if they know.
Did you ever see Witten when she was on? Whenever they would have her on Jack's show?
No.
She has it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and it's not the split personality thing. There's people that say that that's not real. Those people are faking.
Mm-hmm.
But the real disease is dissociative identity disorder, and it's not like that.
Well, next time somebody asks me if I have any type of cancer or diseases, I'm going to say I have split personality disorder. We'll see what they say. Hey, you never know. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Sarah says hi, thanks to Manuel. Manuel says, "Yes, Jim, you're right about it." Sarah says, what company did you work for? I still can't say, just simply because technically I still do work for them. I'm on payroll for a few more days, so but I worked for a company that that deals with it's more of a call center. Believe it or not, I worked for a call center, but I didn't do calls. I didn't talk to people. I did support for the call center. I did analytics and analysis. For a while, I did forecasting and what is I'm already blanking on the things I used to do. I did forecasting, and I actually had a report that I created where I forecasted the number of calls that we would get every day, and I would base it on the previous day, the previous month, and a year ago, and depending on what day of the week it was and what month it lied in, and my boss one time told me, the VP here in Jacksonville told me, if you ever hit the number on the net, if you ever hit the number, you get it right, you can go home for the day. And in what the hell? Oh, just a whole bunch of stuff fell off my desk, and the monster's not even here to do it. But one time I hit the number exactly. My forecast was exactly on one time. I mean, and we're talking 10, 15,000 calls, and I got the number right perfectly one time. I was very proud of myself that day. Avery, you wouldn't have cared.
No.
But sorry. All right. But yeah, I hit it. I nailed it on the head one time. Nailed on the head? Is that the expression?
You hit the nail on the head.
Hit the nail on the head one time. But then another department came in and took over the forecasting. I didn't have to do it anymore. And I said, give it to them. Let them do it. I was perfect one time in my life, and that's pretty damn good. Tim says, is that a movie? Isn't that a movie? I'm not sure what he's talking about, but possibly. Darlene says, many years ago, I was at a laundromat. I remember 3 girls in there. They left. I came out and saw the front grill smashed in, and the parking lights broken on my car. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. And you think it was one of those 3 girls or those 3 girls all together? Holy crap. That's scary. But yeah. Sarah says, I'll be working next Saturday, won't be here. Oh, Sarah, I'm so sorry. Okay, we'll think about you. Keep you in our thoughts. But if you can join, great. If not, there's always the replay. You never know. Stacy says hi to Darlene. Manuel says, I'm very sorry, Stacy. Happy Sunday morning. Darlene says hi to Stacy. Max is here. Hey, Max, how's it going? I changed my number last month, and I no longer get harassed by scam calls. Really? Changed your number and that worked. We'll see how long that lasts. That'd be interesting, because I get a lot of, I know for a fact that some of the call centers, they literally just dial number after number after number until people pick up. And the reason why I know that is my wife's telephone number and my telephone number are 1-digit difference. Her number ends in a 4, my number ends in a 5. It's the same exact number. And auto dialers often have numbers programmed in where it just goes one right after another. And literally her phone will ring from a number, and then my phone will ring from that same exact number. And so they don't have to get your number from an official source. They just literally just scroll through and try numbers. So changing your number may throw them off the scent for a while, but you may end up getting calls again. So let us know, because I'd hate to think that getting a whole new number is the only way to stop getting scam calls and then it not work. You know what I mean? So Berth says, yesterday I got a debt consolidation scam call. They said they are in Missouri, where I live, but couldn't spell Kansas City and didn't know how the initials was used for MO. Now that's hilarious. That's funny. But they were in Missouri, all right. Oh, jeez. Manuel says, hey to Max. Stacy says, hi to Berths. Manuel says, hello to Burst. Happy Saturday. Max says, Love the pics from the wedding. Did you get any scam calls during the ceremony? I do not believe so. I was told pretty much as soon as I got to the venue, turn off your phone. So I didn't answer anything. I was, you know, what's so funny is the same people who said, don't you dare take a scam call during the wedding were the same ones that said, you know, it'd be really funny if you pretended like you got a scam call during the wedding. Yeah, you guys are just mean. You're evil. You're evil. That's my family. But no, I didn't answer any calls. I didn't even look at my phone to see if I got anything. So yeah. Stacy says hi to Max. Burr says, hey there. Max says, do you still have a comic shop? I do. I sure do. I was there today. Had a great time today, and I'll be there all day tomorrow. BB says, thumbs up. Very good. Smidgen says, enjoy the cruise. The scammers will miss you, but they'll be back. They always come back. They do. They do. I hope they don't miss me for too long, because, you know, wasting their time is like one of the privileges of my life. So I love doing it. BB says, oh man, haven't had a Whataburger in about almost 50 years. Used to have one right across the street from us when my husband and I lived in Richmond. I literally have a brand new one, like a mile and a half from my home, and it's on my way pretty much almost anywhere. And I absolutely love it. It's new. The staff is really nice. I know the owner, operator. We've talked many times, and because whenever I would give them feedback, she always got it, and she always read it, and she knew me. And the one time, because I will send feedback when they do something good. I'll send feedback when they do something bad. If they do something good, I want to make sure they know about it. And they messed up my order one time. And I let them know, and I said, you know, I'm still coming back. You know, you guys, I still enjoy the food and I enjoy the service, so I'm still coming back. But I'll let you know, you guys, you failed me. You failed me. Well, the next day, literally the next day, I went back in, and the manager was there. She's like, "Yeah, Mr. Andrew," and she's, "I got your note. I'm so sorry about what happened." Says, "It's all right, but I wanted to let you know." And she said, "Great, no, perfect." And then when she rang me up, I ordered 2 meals, one for me and one for my mother-in-law, because I was picking up lunch. And she goes, "Oh, nope, that's all right. Your meal's comped, no problem." I was like, "Oh, you didn't have to do that," but she did, and I greatly appreciated it. So, but yeah, we have a Whataburger, and they make really good breakfasts. I really enjoy their breakfasts, so it's good. This episode of Misfit Corner Scams, it's a live stream, is sponsored by Whataburger. Sarah says, "What is everyone's opinion? Do you people think Bigfoot is real?" You know, my wife has been watching a lot of shows for some reason talking about Bigfoot. So I don't know if there's a Bigfoot thing going on right now or what.
No, just for several years ago, there was a big surge in people putting out those type of documentaries. And I guess they still do, because a lot of them go on streaming. Right. I've watched a lot of them. I love them. I think they're all BS, but I love it anyway. Like all the fake ghost shows.
Yes.
I think that
was a big thing for a long time.
Yeah. They still make them. I think they're all frauds, but I love the shows anyway.
Really? I can't stand watching reality television, and that kind of seems like reality to me. Documentary seems.
Yeah. I think they're fake, but I don't care. It's entertaining.
Honestly, the only documentary type stuff that I like is like crime drama. Real life crime stuff. When it comes to the fake stuff, that includes like The Bachelor. I think that stuff is ridiculous.
Like there's a couple of documentaries on Dogman on Tubi that I just love. Now, some of the witnesses, I don't think they're lying that they saw something.
Right. Same people like see UFOs. They see something.
I really think there are people out there who I think are frauds, who are faking what they saw. But there are some people I'm like, I believe them. They saw something. Yeah. Whether or not it was like a deformed bear with mange, because bears do sometimes stand on their hind legs and walk around, or maybe there is a small community of like Gigantopithecus that didn't die out because they used to live here in America. There were three different hominids that lived in America when man first got here,
and they may still be out there.
Yeah, some were smaller than humans, others were much bigger, and they look like, if you've seen what scientists estimate they look like what people describe as Bigfoot.
Right.
And to Native Americans, when they talk about this creature, they refer to it as a person.
Right.
It's another, they're people to them. So I'm like, who knows?
Yeah, that's true. Stacy says to Sarah, no. And Jim says to Sarah, no.
No. But I find the documentaries very entertaining, even though I don't believe any of them.
My wife watches some weird stuff. She's watching that one Netflix show, the Korean show about the end of the earth, and she's really getting into it. I as soon as I sat down, I'd seen the preview, so I knew what it was. And she's like watching episode 10, and there's like 20 minutes left. And I'm like, oh, go ahead, finish watching it, no big. And she looks and she's, oh wait, there's 12 episodes, so this isn't the end. And I'm like, all right, well then let's go back to Fallout. So we're still watching Fallout. We're not done with that. We're almost done.
Yeah. What do you think so far?
As somebody who never played the game, I'm finding the show very interesting.
It's as someone that played the games, it's not bad. Like the Halo show is terrible. Like it's unwatchable. This is watchable.
Okay. Well, I like the first season of Halo. I found it.
If you're a fan, it's unwatchable trash.
Well, obviously they didn't make it for the fans then, right?
No, because they get everything wrong about every character. Like nobody is portrayed as who they're supposed to be.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It's terrible.
Let's see what else is going on here. Smidgen says, we had a patient with a split personality. Her facial expressions would change with them. I worked for internal medicine doctors, so she was unique to our office. Oh, wow.
That's got to be fascinating.
Yeah.
From a purely, scientific curiosity.
Yeah. From a layman's thing, it'd be like, ooh, that's weird.
Yeah, but like it would be interesting to learn more about it.
Yeah. Let's see. Burst says, I have all kinds of personalities when dealing with scammers, but a very close friend seriously does have dissociative disorder, and it's very scary for her at times.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. I know. I have relatives and people that I know who have bipolar, but that's nowhere near split personality disorder.
No.
But it is a. I don't want to say symptom, but it is a. It's in the same. It's kind of in the same realm, maybe on a lower aspect.
No, dissociative disorder. They can lose massive blocks of time.
Right.
Like, and bipolar can range from being relatively mild.
Yeah.
Some people have it, and it's relatively mild, and it's some pretty nasty rapid mood swings. But it's not life crippling.
Right.
But some people do have bipolar, and it's life crippling.
BB says, sorry. BB says Rickenbacker tells the scammer he has conculitis from being hit over the head with a frying pan too many times by his ex-wife. Okay, that's a good one.
Oh man.
Tim says, I took crap off Tyson Chicken Plant and many other people. Wastewater plant operator for 20 years. I took crap off Tyson Chicken Plant and many other people. Okay. Darlene says, get a voice changer and say your own personality name is Sybil. What was the name of my female character that I had? I've already forgotten her name. Damn, I already forgot. I did play a female character in one of my scams, and I had a good time with it. I just don't remember what it was.
Oh my gosh.
Tim says, 3 funerals and a wedding. Yep, that's exactly my life right there.
Yeah, The movie Four Weddings and a Funeral. I think that's what somebody might have been referencing earlier.
Yeah. Birth says Sybil is
Sybil is a movie.
Okay, I don't think I've ever seen that one, so I think
Who's
I knew
in,
of it.
Who's
but
in that? Is it Sally Fields? Is it Sally Fields that's in that? I don't remember who's in it.
That kind of sounds familiar. Tim
says it's from like the early 80s or the late 70s.
Okay. Tim says, I think it's 3 weddings and a funeral. Okay. Junior says, hey guys, hey, how's it going, man? Manuel says, hey Junior, happy Saturday. And he says, happy Saturday. TG Tan says, greetings from Singapore, 9,000 miles away. We get scam calls too. Really? What kind of scam calls? I mean, I'm sure you guys get, I don't know if you guys get Medicare scam calls, but you probably get Amazon scam calls, credit card scammers. I mean, there's some things that are universal. Medicare is probably one of those ones that probably specific to the U.S., but be interesting.
Sybil was 1976, and it was Sally Field that was in it.
Okay.
It was a 2-part TV movie.
Okay. Stacy says, hey to Junior. I think that's why I've never seen it.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Okay. Junior says, hey, back. Manuel says, hey to TG. Stacy says, hey to TG. Burst says, tomorrow I will be turning the big 60. Fantastic, Burst. Happy early birthday. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Wow, that's fantastic. TG says, hey to Manuel, hey to Stacy. It's already Sunday here. All right, he's living in the future. Fantastic. Another one of my commenters living in the future. Love it. Smidgen says, I'm boycotting fast food restaurants here in California because the food prices have been jacked up to cover the $20 minimum wage for burger flippers. Same food, same quality, but I'm not paying more money.
Oh yeah, I think McDonald's is as expensive as going at Five Guys now. It's insane.
Which is crazy because Five Guys at least has quality.
The thing is, though, Five Guys is so expensive. It's cheaper to go to a sit-down restaurant where you get service and get a burger, and with the tip, it's still cheaper.
Those fries, those French fries, they're good. Five Guys fries are really good.
They're not $30 for a burger and fries. Good.
No, maybe not. Yeah.
Take out an extra mortgage on your house to go to Five Guys.
Manuel says, happy birthday. Big 60. Awesome. Burr says, thank you, Manuel. Darlene says, happy birthday to Births. Tim says, I complained to Culver's about them switching to Coke from Pepsi. The manager called me to explain. Really? I didn't realize we have a Culver's that we go to pretty regularly. Well, we've been there a couple times. I mean, it's a brand new building, brand new restaurant. And they switched from Coke from Pepsi, huh? I don't think I noticed that. I always get Dr. Pepper anyway, so. Manuel says, you're very welcome to Births. Smidgen says, Bigfoot might be real, but I'm not so sure about the guy called Bobo. How hurts. Like the guy called Bobo, how hurts for them. Who hunts for them. Okay.
I know who he's talking about because I've seen that show.
Yeah.
And there's one of the guys on Finding Bigfoot. His name is Bobo.
Okay.
The show's a meme. Like every episode, it's just them out in the woods going, Did you hear that? They hear a crack. Oh, that's a squatch. That's got to be a squatch. Oh man, things are real squatchy around here. There has to be a squatch here. Everything's squatchy. And I'm just like, dude, this show's been on for 13 seasons or some shit like that, right?
Really?
And they don't have and they've never found a single bit of a shred of proof. It's hilarious. But they're like, this sure is squatchy around here. There's got to be a squatch. You hear, oh man, did you hear that thud? That's a squatch.
Oh, jeez.
It's hilarious.
I think what's funny is that people actually tune in.
I'm one of the idiots tuning in. But it's so like, dude, you're just 4 idiots lost in the woods. Yeah. And every sound you hear, you think is a Sasquatch. Like you're all the hard R word.
That's funny.
It cracks me up. I love it.
there's some shows that I just can't stand to watch. My wife will watch them, and I'm like, no, I can't do it. Like Naked and Afraid.
Yeah,
I
I
can't.
can't watch those. Yeah, I can't watch those.
Wife Swap. Wife Swap's another one where I go, nope, I'm not watching
It,
this
the
idiot.
see the name implies something else, which could be much more entertaining.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not what you
It's
think.
not that.
No.
I'd watch that. I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, I bet you would. Junior says Ghost Adventure is totally drama. Laugh out loud.
Oh yeah, dude. They're a huge bunch of frauds.
Jim says happy birthday to Births. Burr says thank you to Darlene. And thank you to Jim. Stacy says happy birthday to Births. Stacy says birthday. Sorry. I knew what you said. I knew what you meant. She said, Burr says thank you to Stacy. Sarah says he is definitely not real. Okay. Tim says, I love it in Spotsville area. I literally read that as I love it in Spotsville. It's I live in the Spotsville area, and some have claimed to see Bigfoot near me. They claim it lives in the Green River.
I have no doubt that some people aren't lying that they saw something.
Saw something
that they couldn't, that they didn't understand what they were seeing.
Yeah.
It's the Bigfoot hunter shows and documentaries that I think are the big frauds.
Yeah.
And I do find them immensely entertaining. The same with the ghost shows and some of the UFO and like ancient aliens. Like everything's alien. You know, it's like, oh god, but it's very entertaining.
Okay.
It's like watching flat earther videos. Oh, they're so entertaining because it's so crazy.
Yeah. Darlene says we have McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King here. No Whataburger. Well, that's too bad because Whataburger's pretty damn good. Junior says low res photo recordings of Bigfoot too. Well, yeah. So I walk in. My wife's watching one of these stupid things, and the guy is commenting about the video that they're analyzing, and the video shows this creature or this thing or this person coming out to the water, kneeling down at the water, and then standing up, and then the video stops. And even the commenter is saying, "Why would you stop recording then? Why not continue recording? Why would that be it?" It's like,
yeah. And the footage is always really bad.
Yes.
But cell phone cameras are getting better and better and better. So why is the footage always so terrible?
Yeah, true.
Because they keep improving these cameras. Like some of the cameras on modern cell phones are better quality cameras than my old digital SLR. They're higher megapixel and have a better, Yep. So I'm like,
All right, let me get through here. Somebody actually sent me a super chat. Holy crap! I'm going to jump ahead to that one. Wait a minute. No, I gotta stay where I'm at for a second. I have to star something so I know to go back to it. TG says the scam syndicate was busted here, and no revelation was that these people share lists of numbers which answer. In other words, they know if you've got a live one. That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
Sarah says, yeah, Drew, I'm a true crime nerd. Very cool. Yeah, my daughter and I both like,
Yeah, I see the appeal.
Stuff,
I see the appeal.
Yeah, what was the name of that one show about the FBI's? You know what I'm talking about.
Mindhunter.
What a fantastic show. It was
Have you seen the Elijah Wood, I believe, was in it. No Man of God?
No, I have not.
It's about the last guy, FBI agents, who the guy who was interviewing Ted Bundy before they executed him.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It's just about him and his conversations with Bundy. It's really good. Right, it's creepy, even though it's just him talking to Bundy. Like, wow. It's unsettling. Something
all right,
about it.
Okay, hold on a second. Crow sends me 1999, says, thank you for dealing with these crooks. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's wonderful. I had to jump ahead to that because you know me, I get lost.
Yeah, he's super chatted, of course.
Thank you very much. Yes.
that's just proper YouTube etiquette.
Yeah, it is. That is. I'm trying very hard. Thank you so much. Smidgen says happy birthday to Births. Burr says thank you, Smidgen. And Burr says I'm also a true crime fan. Very good. BB says I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Some are quite interesting. I watch one about octopuses and other cephalopods. Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah, I've watched that kind of stuff on too. You can end up when you're watching YouTube, sometimes you just find yourself going down like the weirdest rabbit holes.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, just like you'll stumble across something and just realize this person's whole channel, and they have a big audience, is on something like just like octopuses or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or ant farms.
That was like the one that I found where the guy literally just drives down the street in Los Angeles making videos of prostitutes and homeless people.
Yeah, dude. There's a guy that does that in Philly too.
I don't know why that was fascinating to me, but I'm like, it's just insane.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Like I've come across a guy that's whole channel is ant farms.
Yeah.
And I ended up like just one time just like watching hours of this dude's channel.
That's funny.
Like I'm not even interested in this, but his videos are so good.
The Lady P is here and says hi to everyone. Welcome. I got to catch up. Lady P says, okay. Me too, Burst. I love true crime. Burst says, hey to the lady. Smidgen says, I go from a sweet to B in 0.2 seconds. Does that count as a split personality? No, that could be bipolar. Go from a sweet person to a pain in the butt really quick. Maybe. Or that could just be your personality, that's always it's always an option.
Exactly.
Sarah, Jim says to Sarah, do you watch
that might depend on who she's dealing with.
True. Sarah says, do you watch the show Jim says to Sarah, do you watch the show American Greed? Don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Me neither.
Manuel says hello to the Lady P, who says hi to Manuel and hi to Births. Sarah says it's called 4 weddings and a funeral. Okay, well then don't jinx me because I'm only at 3 funerals. Oh no, 4 weddings and a funeral, not 3 funerals and a wedding. I get it.
The movie's called
4 weddings and a funeral.
Yes.
Burr says I do have bipolar too, but have remained stable for over 21 years. Okay. Yeah, I think I do have relatives in my immediate family who are diagnosed bipolar and have it under control. I don't know if I'd say well under control, but have it under control with medication. So everybody's living with it, but I don't know anybody with a split personality. So Stacy says, haha, I can too, Smidgen. And happy birthday to Burr, says BB. Darlene says, my father was bipolar. It took several years for him to get it with the right medication. Still, he had several mental breakdowns, which was scary to witness. Oh, wow. Yeah, I had one family member. I'm not going to go into any details, but they had a very rough breakdown. And eventually they got the medication. They got but it took that one break in order to, get serious about it. And that happens. That does happen. What's so crazy is, for some reason, it's like the women in my family. It kind of misses the guys. My dad, me, my son, we've never had an issue with depression. Really, none of us have. But the women in the family, it's like a whole bunch of crazy people. But we love them still.
Oh, there's a remark I'm not going to make.
Don't, because you know who I'm talking about. Burr says, I hear Australia also has Medicare, but I don't know if they get scam calls or not. That would be interesting. The Lady P says, happy birthday to Burst. Mine was on the 18th. Well, happy belated birthday. Fantastic. The Lady P says to Jim R, I love American Greed. Very cool. Burr says, thank you to the Lady P. Finn says, Finn's here, says Singapore. I don't chew gum, so no problem there. They don't have a law against chewing tobacco as far as I know. Okay. Jim says, thanks. Cool to the Lady P. I watch it all the time. Tim says, I ate at Red Robin once, over $40 for two, never went back. Oh, goodness.
Oof.
Manuel says to Finn, happy Saturday. BB says, LOL to Avery. Manuel says, we have Five Guys in Lafayette. Okay. I can't remember the last. I know I've been to Five Guys like within the last year or so, but it's so few and far between. Don't go there very often. Manuel says, LOL to Avery. Awesome. The Lady P says, Jim, I interviewed Bill Kersin. So I don't know who that is, but okay. Burst says, I ate at a Red Robin only because I got a gift card for Christmas. Oh, you guys want to hear something kind of awesome?
You know what? I did eat at one time in Indianapolis because they didn't have any around where we lived in Florida.
I don't think I've ever been to a Red Robin, but listen, I was on my last day. I remembered that my company has a reward and recognition point thing where you can, if you anniversary or something like that, they give you recognition points. And I never ever looked at mine. And I went ahead and said, you know what? Since my last day, let me go take a look and see what I got. I had enough points. I was able to order myself $125 worth of Best Buy gift cards. I'm so thrilled.
That's pretty good.
That's how you want to celebrate. Best Buy gift cards.
That's a lot of steelbook cases.
They don't do steelbook cases anymore, believe it or not. They clearanced out and got rid of all of them. They don't have the exclusives anymore. Believe it or not, Walmart has them now.
Oh,
yeah, I know. Jim says we have a Five Guys here in Union, New Jersey. Expensive, yes. Oh, I do remember the last time I went to Five Guys. We didn't sit down. I went in, got it, and left. My mother-in-law had a craving for Five Guys one night, and I went to the closest one to us, which is literally on Beach Boulevard. Got her food, got something for me, and brought it back, and it was like $40 for 3 burgers and some fries. Yeah, it's up there.
Like for $40, I'll buy this stuff to make hamburgers and have hamburgers for like 2 or 3 nights.
Actually, we went to Culver's recently, and they've got good burgers. They use those butter buns. Oh, they like melt in your mouth. They're that good. It's good stuff. Tim says, I love the commercials messing with squash. Andy says, I watched Naked and Afraid. That's a good show. Oh, I hate that show. Jim says, that's cool to the Lady P. Andy says, hey to Manuel. Lady P says to Jim, hey to Jim. BB says that's some good. There's some good true crime videos on YouTube, as well as some that from back in the 1800s and earlier to the early mid 1900s. Okay. Lady P says to Jim, yeah, it was. Darlene says, also my youngest son is autistic and schizophrenic.
Wow.
A change of meds was a disaster, but now back on track with proper meds. Thank goodness. Wow. Manuel says hey to his friend Crow. Jim says hey to Crow. Crow says hey to Manuel and happy Saturday. And to Jim, good to see you again, he says. Yeah, I read that properly this time. Finn says to BB, how do you find the videos from the 1800s? Laugh out loud. Oh, goodness. Manuel says, we have McDonald's, Wendy's, and Whataburger. Good to have a variety. In our like really close proximity, we have Hardee's, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Panera's, Whataburger, Longhorn. These are all places that we go fairly regularly. But it's like, do you want to walk in, get food, and go? You want to sit down and eat? It's different things, but a good variety.
Depending in Jacksonville, it depends on how far you're willing to drive. We've got tons of stuff.
True. Crow sends smiley faces. BB says, yeah, I finally stopped using my little camera and started using my phone, and it takes much better pictures. The cameras on your phones have gotten much better over the years. Crow says, I just binge watch all 4 seasons of Black Sails. You know what's so funny? My wife and I watched that series. I actually even bought it on Blu-ray, and we started watching it years ago, and we have yet to finish the 4th season, the last season. I mean, I actually started watching it again recently and just never went back. I'm maybe like 4 or 5 episodes in, but I've never finished that damn season. I don't know why. I just never went back and finished it.
I tried to watch it and I never got into it.
Yeah. I did finish all 19 seasons of Grey's Anatomy, which ended on a cliffhanger. But I'm in the middle of the 3rd season of Vikings right now, which I think has 5 or 6 seasons. So
I just rewatched Swamp Thing.
I never watched that either.
See, it only got 1 season.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Well, like, so was Jupiter's Legacy was good.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed the heck out of that.
Like all the DC shows, I thought they were all trash, except for Doom Patrol, which has ended, and I finally watched the last of that. And Swamp Thing, those were decent, especially Swamp Thing, because I love the character.
Now I haven't watched the last season of Doom Patrol. Does it end?
It ends.
Okay. All right. Well, then I look forward to actually sitting down and watching it then. But yeah. Okay. Cool. Jim says to BB, I still have my Kodak 12 megapixel camera, which I don't use anymore in my storage since I bought a smartphone. My daughter loves those little cameras that do the developed pictures. They're not Polaroids, but they come out. And I was at the wedding, and I'm like, I had one of the pictures, and I'm shaking. She's like, "You don't have to shake it, Dad. It'll happen." But she loves those things. They had pictures all over the place, going around the wedding, taking pictures. So, Sarah says, I love Red Robin's garlic Parmesan fries. They are to die for. That does sound wonderful. Sarah says, happy birthday to Births. Crow says, you are most welcome. Great job exposing the health benefit scams. We are inundated with these onslaught of these calls. Yes, we are. You know what's so funny is I'm not on any healthcare list. I don't use the marketplace. I don't have Medicare, and you guys see all the calls I get. And I'm not even of the right age, and I'm not in that age bracket. But because I lived with somebody who was for a time, my number's on the list, and the calls are all the time, nonstop. I thought about live streaming one day, just to give you guys an idea of what a normal day is. But because I can't predict what I might get and what they might say, I don't want to live stream it. But, every time the phone rings, I hit the recorder, even if I don't know who it is. Most of the time I don't know who it is. But, look forward to more calls. Burr says, thank you to Sarah. Sarah says, no, Jim didn't watch that. No, Jim didn't watch that. Tim says, look up Dateline on the outskirts of town. It's about my granddaughter. Really? Okay. Hey, Fearful Milks here says, evening, sir. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's going good. BB says, the true crime video I watched on YouTube was called Well, I Never and Briefcase. They are often no more than 20 minutes long, but sometimes almost an hour or more. Okay. Jim says, American Greed is a documentary show where they tell how in America deep breath. They tell how people in America conned and cheated other people and investors out of their money. I'm sure that happens a lot, so that'd be interesting. Manuel says, hey to Fearful Milk. Joe says, I truly enjoy your channel. I listen to it at high school when I have time. Well, thank you very much. BB says to Finn, well, they themselves aren't from the 1800s, but the subject matter is. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there were cameras back in the 1800s. I think that's what he was going for. But that's cool. Manuel says, hey to Joe. Fearful Milk says hello to Manuel. BB says, Red Robin is delicious but expensive. The Lady P says, Jim, I also like American Justice and investigative reports too. Okay. Sarah says, smash the like. Oh, I forgot all about that. You're right, Sarah. Thank you so much. Hit the like button if you can. Jim says to the Lady P, I watch those every chance I get. Very cool. Burr says, I was often that I was just seeking attention. I wasn't diagnosed until I was 35, and it made me feel much better that somebody I needed to listen to me, and it took time to get stable, but I did. Very, very good. Very good. I think that's one of the biggest problems when it comes to illnesses like that is getting the right help. Having people identify that you need help and getting it, and that's it. The family members that I have, it always was that almost moment, that jumping over the edge moment, that kind of forced people to get the help they needed. It's a shame that you get that far. You have to go that far, but sometimes that's the way it works. But that's the kind of system we live in, until you jump in front of the train, nobody knows you're heading that way,
That on the outskirts of town thing seems sad.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, some girl got murdered.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. They didn't tell who the suspect was.
Gotcha.
And the synopsis I looked at, but I did look up what exactly it was.
Gotcha. Okay. Smidgen says, thanks for the reminder to Sarah. Yes. Crow says, oh, you must watch season 4, Drew. Okay. Jim says to the Lady P, I used to watch the FBI files, but they haven't shown them on air for a while. Okay. Lady P says, it's Bill Curtis. Okay. And I interviewed Bill Curtis. Okay. Sarah says, wow, really, Jim? What is the title? Fish Nerd says, new watcher here. I have been impressed and inspired. Well, fantastic. I don't think anybody's told me they've been inspired by me. That's cool. Guys, I'm getting a big head here. It's getting ready to blow up. But you guys are so nice. Manuel says, hey, Fish Nerd, happy Saturday. Jim says to Sarah, it's called the FBI Files or American Justice. And last but not least, because I caught up, is Nomi says, why do you not going to talk with license agent of Medicare call? Why am I not going to talk with the license agent of a Medicare call? Nomi, I talk to license agents all the time. I don't know what you mean by why don't I talk to them? I get in touch with the license agents all the time. But the funny part is the scammers are usually 99% of the time still listening in on the call while I talk to the license agent. Because that's part of the scam, dude.
Yeah, licensed agents don't call you. You call them.
Right. Well, the
a legit one.
Yeah, exactly.
Any licensed agent that would use the call center to drum up calls like that is shady. Don't use them.
Yeah, absolutely. Smidgen says, Jim R., I'm sorry for your loss. Your family has an unsolved case from 1972. Oh, boy.
Oof.
Tim says, my late brother spent over 25 years in home, so he would stay on his meds. He passed 2 years ago due to liver failure. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, Tim. Sorry to hear that. Fearful Milk says, Misfit Corner scam. Sorry, the person Finn sent a gift card, and I asked the person Finn sent a gift card, and it asked if I wanted to time out when I did, because normally when I ask, it's a scam. Okay. BB says, I'm sorry to Smidgen. And Fearful Milk says, by the way, where's Misfit Corner Comics link? Actually, Fearful Milk, that's a very good suggestion, because Misfit Corner Comics has been kind of dormant for a little while because I haven't had time to put new stuff up there. But that is all changing in a few weeks. Matter of fact, there might be a live stream coming to that channel soon. Still working on the details. But if you enjoyed comics, you enjoy sitting around talking about comics, and you want to hear a couple of people who know absolutely nothing about comics talk about comics, then you have come into the right channel. Misfit Corner Comics is my other channel, and it's going to be expanding. It's going to be becoming very active again soon. So,
yay! It's about time.
It's about time. Yes. Yeah, well, I had to quit my job in order to do it.
Yeah.
But once again, guys,
Maybe I'll grace you with my presence there.
hey, we need somebody smarter than me there, you know?
Well, if I'd set things up properly, I could show artwork I'm working on if it's stuff that I can show.
Hold on a second. Smidgen says, "Re comics. Do you have any Sergeant Fury?" I know I have some, but I not very many. I don't have a collection of Sergeant Fury stuff, but I know I have something. Sarah says, "Jim, what is the name of the Dateline segment? I am really a Dateline fan." And Fearful Mix says, "By the way, I now have a new and sealed Sly Cooper 1 and 4 games and a Sly plush." Okay, very cool. I think Jim mentioned the name of the show. Avery, is that right? Earlier on?
Yeah, on the outskirts of town.
Outskirts of town, yeah. So check it out. Check it out if you want to. But in the meantime, we're going to wrap up. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you have a safe and fantastic week coming up. I know I am going to enjoy disconnecting, turning off my phone, and relaxing. My daughter sent my wife a message when they got on the boat for their cruise. She's like, this is like a Golden Corral, but with multiple levels.
Oh, funny.
I said, yeah, that's exactly what a cruise ship is.
But I think the food is better. Probably.
Some, yes, absolutely some. All right. Well, guys, as I always say, if you guys get calls like the ones I get, either hang up on them or screw with them like I do. And if you do screw with them, you should share it. Record it and share it with everybody. Remember the golden rule. Screw and share. I think I messed that up. Damn.
Screw and share?
Screw and share. Yeah, I messed up the setup to it. So.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate it. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. If you're ever in the Jacksonville area, come on by my store, Misfit Corner Comics, located in the Beach Boulevard Flea Market. And right now, we're only open on the weekends, but we have a lot of fun there. At least I do. I love it. All right, everybody. Take it easy. And once again, as always, Avery, thank you so much for joining.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're a good man, Charlie.
Brown. I know. I'm the best.
I know.